2025, a year with different pieces of media, such as movies, re-releases in films, shows, games, and also the year that the Media Mandem started. But we need to have a look. It's the end of the year. We're going to see what the top 10 picks for different pieces of media are this year. A lot of people usually just do films, but we like to do things different here. So, let's get into it. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Media Mandem podcast or YouTube channel or whatever you want to call it. Thanks for joining. So, we're going to go straight into it, not going to dilly-dally too much. We're going to go straight into the honourable mentions. So, The Forsytes, which is a period piece, which came on Channel 5 in the UK, and also as well Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out story. And if you've already seen my review for Wake Up Dead Man, we'll link it. So the Superman film that came out this year, a lot of people were thinking, I can't wait to see it. I was semi-intrigued. I think, to be honest, what also ruined this for me was the internet. Seeing people online react that, oh my goodness, this is the best thing since whole bread, forget sliced bread. It was an average film for me. It wasn't the best interpretation of Superman that I've seen. Going back and looking at other different versions of Superman, I feel like this one was quite weak and it wasn't really original. I'm not looking for repeat viewings unless it's actually a banger, and this was not a banger indeed. So what we're going to do now is going to look at the different pieces of media. We're going to go from 10 to my number 1, and you guys let us know your thoughts. So we'll start with FC26, or EA Sports FC26, was the next installment in the football simulation game. Not going to dilly-dally too much. Initially I liked it, and then I didn't. The updates ruined this game. It actually felt quite fun to play initially. It was enjoyable, but the updates just butchered the game, made it dry, boring, didn't feel fun to play. So that's why it's at 10, and it could have even been off the top 10 list. But I thought I would slap it in there for a representation of a game. Next up, we have Avatar Fire and Ash, or Avatar 3. I watched this recently, so just before I recorded this, and I think number 9 is a decent spot for it to be in. It's nothing remarkable. No, that's a lie about remarkable. Visually, I think it's stunning. I think it's the best Avatar I've seen. I didn't say that in the review, but the visuals are stunning and the realism is quite good. This is quote-unquote live action, but it isn't actually. But I think it's done really, really well. Fire and Ash visually is stunning. I think it, again, had a lot of interesting concepts, but I don't think it delved deep into any of these new concepts. I wish they had gone deeper. Same ways you see with the Planet of the Apes films, where there was actual real conflict, there was consequences, and I feel this film didn't have too many consequences, and there were some things that were really, really obvious. So that's why I'd only put it at number 9. So next up, we have the re-release. I don't know if it was internationally, but in the UK, Interstellar. So a lot of people really love this film from Christopher Nolan. It was interesting to see in IMAX for the first time, because I'd never saw an IMAX in the cinema before. It was the loudest film that I've ever experienced. The music was drilled into the core of my brain. There is of that. My brain, that is. But it was visually a very interesting film. I find the plot is interesting enough, but I don't think it's like the best thing ever. But Interstellar's never really hit with me. But I'm one of those weird people that if a lot of people like something, I probably don't. So Interstellar for me, it was a good film. It was nice to watch. But if I had the option to watch other re-releases, I wouldn't be watching that one again until it's been a long while.
Okay, so next up is
Fantastic Four First Steps. Interesting film. I've literally not watched it since I watched it at the cinema. Watched that also in IMAX. It was interesting. I think the best part of the film was Vanessa Kirby and the speech that she did. It's quite interesting. I'll have to see how I feel about the cast, and I think, to be honest, the film will either improve or decrease in value depending how the rest of the trilogy goes. Similar to how Captain America the First Avenger is seen as a really good film. Well, a good film by many because of the rest of the trilogy. I think this film has similar things. I liked Galactus in it as well, and I believe it's one of the first, the second review we did on the channel actually. So, and the first one where we had images.
So it has a special place on this channel.
At number 6, we have Jurassic World. So this is number 7 in terms of Jurassic Park themed films that have come out. So obviously Jurassic Park, Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, and Jurassic World Rebirth. I thought this was a fine film. I watched this film a total of 1.5 times, or technically 1 3/4, because I was invited out to watch it again. I thought it had a lot of tension and it was good, but I don't think it was like the best film, but I thought it was quite enjoyable, and it will probably something I watch on streaming, not something I will necessarily buy
on DVD to watch.
Okay, number 5, we got the first TV series on this list, The Hard Acres. So that is a series that is on Channel 5 in the UK, and it's Channel 5's version of trying to get in on the Downton Abbey period film drama type thing, and you can see it on Amazon Prime apparently. So especially those with the VPN can go to the UK and probably put on their Amazon Prime, but a subscription is required, or if you have BritBox as well. Hard Acres was really nice. It was refreshing. It was a bit more, I wouldn't say a bit more grounded than Downton, but it was like a more down-to-earth family from rags to riches. It was enjoyable watching it. The cast was good, and I'm looking forward to the second season. Now we're getting into the serious things. So number 4, Inception. So this used to be my favorite film of all time. It's one of my favorite films, and this has one of the best soundtracks that Hans Zimmer has ever made, in my humble opinion. Love this film. You're thinking, what? This film didn't come out this year? You would be absolutely correct. It was a re-release, so I'm counting it. What are you going to do? Fight me? It was re-released. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it in IMAX, which infuriates me. But I have it on. It inspired me to start getting 4K DVDs and 4K TV. So it was a good experience watching it again in cinema, even if it wasn't in IMAX, which I was quite annoyed not to see it in IMAX. There was a technical issue, but seeing it again in the cinema proved to me, well, it didn't prove anything. I loved the film and it was amazing. And I would say it will, if you can, watch Inception. It's a very deep, interesting film. Got a review here on the channel as well. Check it out. And I will be delving into the actual film in the future, so be prepared. But I absolutely love Inception and would recommend that you watch it on either like a projector or 4K as best quality sound system as well as visually as you can. Okay, number 3, Nuremberg. So this was a surprise hit for myself. I love this film. Watching it in my review, I did say that, this isn't a film that I probably wouldn't watch again anytime soon. I changed my mind. I will be watching this film. It is a heavy hitting film. It's got weighty matters. Obviously, it's about World War II, concentration camps, what happened as well. But it is an important film to watch. If you love history, this is the type of film for you to watch. And yeah, I really loved it. The cast did really well. The soundtrack was really good. And I would recommend, if you're into history or just understanding the psychology of people, I would recommend it. But again, it is a heavy hitting film, so bear that in mind. Got the review for you to watch if you're unsure. But yeah, give it a go. Number 2. So this one just missed out. My favorite film of the year is Thunderbolts. So we didn't do the channel on time because we were doing other things earlier in the year, but this was my most anticipated film of the year. When I heard Sentry was in it, I was like, yes please. And I thought this film was amazing. This film genuinely moved me to tears with how it dealt and addressed mental health. I thought the soundtrack was amazing. The visuals of it was amazing. I love this film so much that I just love it. I can't even form a proper sentence. I loved the film, the cast, I thought it was funny, the action was really good as well. We got a review for it as well. Junior's looked into it. We watched this film twice while we were away. Junior and I, we were abroad actually, and we watched this film. We absolutely loved it. And it isn't just a typical Marvel film, stereotypical superhero film. It was a good film about mental health that happened to be a Marvel film, and that's what I think Marvel and other studios really need to try and focus on in future for their films. Finally, number 1 of my top 10 pieces of media in 2025 is Andor. So Andor season 2. I said it in my review and I mean it, and I will be delving into this in a future episode in the future, next year. Andor this season, a lot of people say how it changed my life. Andor changed how I view TV series and also films. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. And from the costumes to the music to the characters, I'm a casual Star Wars fan. I'm not someone that's, oh, I can't wait to see it, or this is really good. Whether you're into Star Wars or not, or you're into like history or just the psychology of people, I think Andor season 2 was amazing. It was sensational. It was perfect. I had all the memes, absolute cinema. It was sensational. So good, it's actually gone into Downton category for me, where I'm waiting to watch it again. So I'm not just going to watch it straight away. I have to let it marinate so that I can watch it. It's special. So those are the top 10 pieces of media from me from the year 2025. What were your favorite pieces of media? Did you have any games? Did you have any shows? Did you have any films? Were there even any books that you liked? Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your feelings. And we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you for tuning in to the channel for this year. And we look forward to things that we got cooking next year. So we got various different things. We delving into different subjects. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you soon. Toodles.